And joining us here on debate number 1, and we are debating, what are we debating tonight? We are debating on what Akhilesh Yadav as the sitting Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh has used in terms of a terminology for a sitting Prime Minister of the country. A Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, that belongs to you, that belongs to us, and that belongs to the Samajwadi Party as well. Akhilesh Yadav has used the donkey's analogy for the Prime Minister, and his senior minister in his cabinet, Rajendra Chaudhary, has used the word terrorists of democracy for both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP President Amit Shah. Is this the level we are going to take our political discourse to? And joining me this evening, Dr. Sambit Patra, national spokesperson of the BJP, Ratan Sharda, RSS thinker, Rajiv Rai, national secretary of the Samajwadi Party, Sabah Naqvi, senior journalist, Alimuddin Khan, senior journalist, and Ritu Singh, spokesperson of the Bahujan Samaj Party. But let me go across to Rajiv Rai first. Mr. Rajiv Rai, बौखलाहट होने लग गई है क्या अखिलेश यादव को? किस तरह की भाषा यूज कर रहे हैं? आफ्टर ऑल सिटिंग प्राइम मिनिस्टर का कुछ तो डेकोरम होगा. आफ्टर ऑल वो सबके प्रधानमंत्री हैं, आपके प्रधानमंत्री हैं, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री हैं, इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री हैं. What is this language that Akhilesh Yadav is using against the Prime Minister and his ministers using against the president of a national political party, calling him a terrorist? Are we actually now going to use such language for our political opponents?
Navika, I'm disappointed and amazed with your opening statement. I just don't know where we are when in the beginning of the election campaign, when we started with the calm bolta hai, Prime Minister and his BJP national president came all attacking Akhilesh's personal relation. जो बाप का नहीं हुआ, बेटा वो देश का क्या होगा?
Because it happened.
एक से बाप परेशान है, एक से माँ परेशान है. Is this the language?
Mr. Rajiv Rai, the fact is, it's not. No, it's not just the Prime Minister. I will. I will ask you. I will ask you to conclude. But the family war was out in the open. Even the father himself, Mulayam Singh, was speaking openly against his son. It was a fact which was out there in the public for all to see. Please go ahead, conclude your point, but I have to point it out. The family war was out there in the public for all to see, and Mulayam Singh is the one who made it public and official.
Listen, allow me to now complete. Allow me to complete. Otherwise, you go on passing your judgment. I'll keep quiet. I listen to you. And what
no, please go ahead. Conclude your point.
Given by the times of now, there is no need to represent Samajwadi Party here. It's not one issue. Akhilesh cannot stoop down to the level when he will talk about the Prime Minister's personal relation with his family members. None of us we can stoop down to that level. Number one. Number two, you said in your opening statement when the Prime Minister is talking about development for everyone, is this the language of a Prime Minister without the facts and figures that
I don't think you heard me right, Rajiv Rai. I don't think you heard me right. I didn't use the word development anywhere. I only said that do you use such language for a sitting Prime Minister who is your Prime Minister and our Prime Minister too?
No, we don't.
We have
the highest regard. He is our Prime Minister also. He is our Prime Minister also. He is our Prime Minister also. And Akhilesh, Honorable CM, is known as the most decent guy, most decent politician in the country.
That is why we are questioning what happened to his decency. That's why we are questioning what happened to his decency.
First thing, why you are connecting that? First thing, why you are connecting this donkey statement with the Prime Minister? We object to that.
Shall I tell you why? I'll tell you why. Okay, you've asked me a question. Okay, Mr. Rajiv Rai, I'll tell you exactly why. We knew this is exactly the defense you're going to take. Let me tell you what the exact statement is. टीवी पे गधों का प्रचार कराते हैं और यूपी में आकर शमशान और कब्रिस्तान की बात करते हैं. यूपी में शमशान और कब्रिस्तान की बात किसने की? We all know, because that's also become a massive political flashpoint. So when you connect the two, this was the exact statement. गुजरात में गधों का प्रचार कराते हैं और यूपी में आकर शमशान की बात करते हैं. It's not left to any kind of, there is no doubt about who is being discussed in this statement, Mr. Rajiv Rai. Absolutely no doubt about it.
you may not have doubt about it, but we are making it once for all very clear. It was not meant to the Prime Minister, it was meant to the working style. When Prime Minister comes, now I'll take your statement only. With all the data I'm telling you, he comes and says, Deepavali ko agar bijli milti hai, to Holi ko bhi bijli milti. He is the Prime Minister of the country, he must know the fact and figure. Yeah, let me tell you, if he does not know, let me tell you, for the Ramzan we gave 13.5 megawatt electricity, and for the Deepavali we gave 15.4 megawatt.
But you also know, Mr. Rajiv Rai, that in Moradabad there are files and files lying where Bijli complaints are there that Bijli is being given to Muslim households. So why don't we talk about your communal agenda as well? We have seen files and files, and if you want we can produce them here.
This is absolutely wrong. This is absolutely wrong. I take objection to that.
There is a committee which has gone into it. The committee has given a report. The committee has given a report.
Which committee you are talking? I have also committee's report. How could you must know, Navika, you are a senior journalist, you must know that survey is done by the government of India. When the power supplies from any powerhouse, it does not go to the Hindu's house or Muslim house.
Why does Mr. Rajiv Rai, let me get in Dr. Sambit Patra as well. I see his hand going up. But Mr. Rajiv Rai, a small request I'll make you. Why doesn't the state of Uttar Pradesh give its power statistics to the rest of the country? Every other state does so. Why does Uttar Pradesh want to hide its power statistics? Dr. Sambit Patra, is this about power statistics? Is this about Shamshan ki bijli, ya Holi ki bijli, Diwali ki bijli, or Eid ki bijli, Ramzan ki bijli? Is this about that, or is this about a chief minister, a sitting chief minister calling names to the Prime Minister which are unacceptable at any forum, least of all in an election campaign where you're expecting the largest state of the country to go to elections and vote for you? Is this the level you are willing to take politics down to?
Navika, you are absolutely right. There are two parts to this debate. One part is statistical, and naturally we will have that discussion on a larger platform and over here as well, as to what is the statistics of distribution of electricity and as to why the Prime Minister blamed the Uttar Pradesh government of discrimination. But what has really hurt the Indians today, but what has hurt all of us today, is on two counts. Akhilesh Yadav, who calls himself UP's one of the youngest chief minister, he calls that he's a young lad. The kind of language he has used for the Prime Minister of country, as rightly pointed out by you, is unmentionable. And secondly, one of the very senior politicians of Uttar Pradesh, a minister and the chief spokesperson of Samajwadi Party, has gone to the extent of labeling Mr. Amit Shah, the party president, and India's Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, as terrorist. I'm extremely sorry. I respect Mr. Rajiv Rai a lot. He's a very educated man. But the problem is, Navika, I have sat on many of the channels, including Times Now, with Pakistan spokespersons. Even the Pakistani spokespersons do not utter such words for the Indian Prime Minister. I'm extremely hurt that Indian politicians have taken this discourse to the abysmal low which was not expected of them. Secondly, as far as the statistics is concerned, I have a letter, the committee that you were mentioning. This is REC, the Rural Electrification Corporation of India, and remember, it's a body apart from the government of India, and the investigation that it has done on the complaint of the Member of Parliament of Moradabad. In the investigation, not only central agencies but state agencies, the state agencies which fall under the auspices of Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, they participated. And in this letter written on 28/7/2016, the first point is discrimination on religious ground while implementation of the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana scheme.
Okay, Dr. Sambit Patra, therefore I ask you, because to those who are questioning the BJP and the Prime Minister for what was said, and we must make it absolutely clear here that we believe that it was a balanced statement, because for all the bits that the opposition has pulled out and slammed, remember the Prime Minister also said if there is electricity at Holi, then there should also be at Eid. So both sides have been brought out, but so Dr. Sambit Patra, what I ask you is what many are asking, what was the need to bring in religion at all? Coming to you, Sabha, next. Coming to you, Sabha. So the question is, what was the need to bring in religion in the first place? I think that's what you're trying to answer right now, and then Sabha Naqvi after that.
I'll give you statistics to support that, but I would suggest, Mr. Rajiv Rai, that please change the slogan of Samajwadi Party. Kaam bolta hai should be changed to Gali bolta hai. That's what you are doing. It's absolutely appalling the kind of gali you're using for the Prime Minister. Now the statistics. Sir, now the statistics. Hear me out. You gali bolta hai. That's what you are doing. Gali bolta hai. So now let me give you the statistics. Please hear the statistics and answer.
Your cabinet ministers are more than enough to have this country. No, your cabinet ministers are more than enough to do this job.
शांत हो जाइए, बैठ जाइए, शांत हो जाइए. I'll just keep the statistics and I want you to answer on them. The question that you asked, the question was, why did the Prime Minister bring in the religion? I showed you a report. This is a government report in which the UP state also participated, and clearly the first line of their inferences, there were discrimination on religious lines. And secondly,
okay, so the basis for the statement. Okay, Shambit Patra, I need to bring in the other panelists. I'm going to bring in Sabah Naqvi.
No, some other statistics have to be kept over here. Which will.
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you.
Shambit Patra, you know, apart from government statistics, let me tell Mr. Rajiv Rai, the statistics of an NGO. An NGO called Prayas has given statistics of power supplies in Varanasi, something again that Akhilesh Yadav was speaking about. And look what he said, what the NGO says. NGO says 4 parts of Varanasi, Sundarpur, Shivpur, Sarang Talab and Pandepur get 8 to 10 hours of power cuts every day. That's the statistics. So whose words and whose lies do we go with, Rajiv Rai? Point number 1. And Rajiv Rai, whatever be the situation of power, whatever be the situation of development, whatever be the situation of law and order, those are issues which come up in an election rally campaign. But will issues of such name calling come in? Sabah Naqvi, do you think it's valid at all that name calling to the level that we've seen today by Akhilesh Yadav is something that's calls for a healthy democratic poll process that we are seeing at this moment in Uttar Pradesh?
Navika, first of all, I find it outstanding. I must register this, that if Sambit is just going to wave a piece of paper, I also have alternative statistics over here, and I think it's disgusting that power supply, we are actually sitting here and making innuendos that, no, let me finish. Okay, let me finish, Sambit. You always get a lot of time. Let me finish. So it's outstanding. Can I finish? Can I finish? I'm answering another question here. So the point here is, I want to believe the version that is being put out in the show, that the Prime Minister means Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. I want to believe that it was not about Shamshan Ghat and Kabristan. So I ask the Prime Minister and I ask Sambit Patra, why is it that they have not found it fit to give a single seat in a state which has a 20% Muslim population to a single Muslim candidate?
Because our candidate is a candidate. Our candidate is not a Hindu or a Muslim.
I want to believe that.
Our candidate is a candidate. Our candidate is not a Hindu or a Muslim. But as far as why Mashan and Kabristan was brought in, I will tell you why.
Do not imply that the Prime Minister's speech.
You have asked me a question. Let me answer that.
Do you know something? Do you know what the word is?
You wanted to know.
No, let me finish.
I haven't finished. Why the words
I haven't finished my point. I haven't finished my. No, I haven't finished my point.
Sorry. Please do finish.
I don't want to know. I know. I don't want to know. I know why it was brought in, Sambit. I've just returned from UP. I know exactly why it was
you don't know.
I know
you are biased.
Words like
you are biased. You don't know, and that's why I want to clean your bias.
Exactly why it was
I want to remove your bias. I know I would not be able to remove that bias, but I need to give you the statistics. At least the viewers would know the statistics. Look, as far as the 2015-16 budget of Uttar Pradesh government is concerned, they have allocated 400
electricity. Sambit Patra, we are discussing the abysmal low to which politics has gone down to in the run-up to the polls in Uttar Pradesh. We are discussing the language that has been used.
No. I want to answer Sabah on the statistics also. Sabah, since you are a journalist, I want to clean the bias. I know I won't be able to clean the bias.
But Shambit and Sabah, the point is that, as Navika said, this is not about statistics. We are actually talking about the language.
But Sabah won't be. Sabah doesn't want to answer that.
Yeah, no, 1 second. So let me, Alimuddin Khan, we find it quite, it's interesting that the opposition reacts so violently to references to raincoat, references to, okay, if you talk about a Kabristan and a Shamshan and references to Eid and Holi, there are such violent reactions, but we have not seen violent reactions to, from the people who make statements like Khoon ki kheti and Zehar ki kheti, Khoon ki dalali, Maut ka saudagar. The people who have made statements like this in the past against the Prime Minister, do they have a locus to ask questions? Okay, Sabah, I'll come back. Okay, I'll come to you very quickly on that, and then Alimuddin Khan also on it. We're not talking about statistics here. That's not what we are talking.
Why do people react? Because we are not all fools. People can see that there is an attempt that is the word, the phrase in English is called dog whistling. When you put out a slogan which touches symbols, when you're supposed to get people howling in a certain communal mindset.
But Sabha, you are so happy when the Samajwadi Party spokesperson calls the Prime Minister.
Okay, then let me, if you're calling about dog whistling,
I'm not saying that, Sambit.
If you're talking about dog whistling, let me also tell you one of the statements that was made by... Okay, what did Azam Khan say? You know what did Azam Khan say? Sabah Naqvi, hear this one. If you want to point fingers at the BJP, look at the level that Azam Khan of the Samajwadi Party, who is a Muslim leader himself, what does he say? He says on 17th of February, he said, had Badshah Modi paid more heed to giving Muslims employment, the Muslims would have not produced so much. Sitting idle, Muslims have no work but to give birth to more children. This is coming from a Muslim leader for the Muslim community. He is from the Samajwadi Party. He is none other than Azam Khan. On 17th of February, such a statement coming from him. Where is the outrage, may I ask Sabah Naqvi, from all the political parties? Where is the outrage, Mr. Alimuddin Khan, from the Congress party, which went knocking on the doors of the Election Commission today? Where is the outrage from them on this comment? Why is the outrage only selectively targeted at Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and you stoop down to the level of calling him names, such names that we are not even mentioning those names here on Times Now, Mr. Alimuddin Khan?
You see, this is not matter of statics. This is a pre-planned statement of the BJP. To polarize of Hindu votes.
What is worse, Alimuddin Khan? You're talking about polarization. Navika just asked you a question.
Everywhere.
What about Azam Khan's statement?
And one more, let me tell you, Samajwadi Party candidate, and we'd like to get Mr. Rai's response on this also, but first you, Mr. Alimuddin Khan, you're talking about polarization. Listen to what the SP candidate...
Alimuddin Khan has also become senior journalist.
1 second, Shambit Patra. Hasrat Sherwani said this. He said this on the... 1 second, please. Dr. Shambit Patra, I'm asking a question to Alimuddin Khan, since he has accused the BJP of polarizing. Mr. Alimuddin Khan, Hasrat Sherwani says, during my tenure, none of the men from the minority community were called to police stations. If caught, they were left off by cops after merely revealing their identity. Does this fit in with your idea of secularism? That in my tenure, no one from the minority community was caught, and if they're caught by the police, then they were also let off when they realized they were Muslims. Is this an acceptable statement for you? This is the Samajwadi Party candidate.
You see, BJP is losing everywhere in UP, and they are...
You answer my question.
But why are you talking only about the BJP? Why don't you talk about the Samajwadi Party as well? Why don't you speak about the Samajwadi Party? We've given you two examples, one of Azam Khan and one of Hasrat Sherwani.
Why Samajwadi's family should be discussed? Why Prime Minister should...
Because it was there for everybody to see. Because statements were made by Shipal Yadav, Mulayam Singh, everybody, it was there. Your family drama was out there on the streets for everybody to watch. What was hidden? So why should people not watch and say see and talk about a family drama that was being played out on the streets of Lucknow? That's why people talked about the Samajwadi Party family drama. You talk about Hasrat Sherwani and Azam Khan's statement.
Why BJP, why despite court orders, why BJP using religious things in election?
My God,
you don't see anything wrong in your own alliance partner. You do not see anything wrong in the Samajwadi Party. You've only decided to talk about the BJP. Let me get in Ritu Singh. Ritu Singh जी, आप बहुजन समाज पार्टी से हैं. आपकी लीडर जो है वो महिलाएं वो भी प्रचार कर रही हैं. क्या आपको लगता है कि ऐसी भाषा जैसी आज अखिलेश यादव ने इस्तेमाल की है प्रधानमंत्री के बारे में, ये भाषा जो है ये यूज होनी चाहिए क्या इलेक्शन के दौरान? गधे की तुलना की है उन्होंने, एक एड को लिया है, अमिताभ बच्चन को इन्वोक किया है और एक वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी जो रन ऑफ कच्छ में है उसके बारे में बात की है. वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी इज द एस वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी, उसके बारे में बात की है और साथ में उन्होंने तुलना की है प्रधानमंत्री की. क्या ये लेवल ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स सही है?
नहीं, ये ठीक नहीं है. लेकिन मैं पहले आपसे एक बात कहना चाहूंगी, संबित पात्रा जी बीच में ना बोलें क्योंकि वो बहुत टोकते हैंगे. इसलिए जब मेरी बात खत्म हो जाए उसके बाद वो बोलें, क्योंकि देखो आप ये लेवल
पे नहीं है भैया, ये डिबेट में आप पहले माफी तो मांग लीजिए.
आप संबित पात्रा कम से कम इतनी बौखलाहट अच्छी नहीं है और आप तो डॉक्टर हैं.
बताइए
आप बोलिए,
आप बोलिए, हम संबित पात्रा अभी नहीं बोलेंगे.
क्यों बुलाते हैं आप?
संबित पात्रा नहीं बोलेंगे, आप बोलिए रितु जी.
नहीं, आप बताइए ये लेवल क्यों खराब हुआ है? आप बताइए इन नेताओं का लेवल बोलचाल का क्यों खराब हुआ? क्योंकि भाजपा के आप ये देखिए, देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने किसी को भी नहीं छोड़ा. किस तरह जुमलेबाजी करते हैं, किस तरह के आजकल भाषणबाजी
तो बहुत पैसा बर्बाद हो गया ना. किसी को भी नहीं छोड़ा, इनका बहुत पैसा बर्बाद हो गया
वाले हैं और ये तो गलत है. एक दूसरे को
की बात करिए.
हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री किस शब्दों में ना छोटा देखते हैं ना बड़ा देखते हैं.
पहले तो बहन जी
किस तरह मतलब हंसी उड़ाते हैं.
संबित पात्रा, लेट अस स्पीक. रितु सिंह आपसे ये पूछ रहे हैं कि लैंग्वेज की बात कर रहे हैं. आप कह रहे हैं कि प्रधानमंत्री ने किसी को भी नहीं छोड़ा. हम आपसे पूछ रहे हैं ऐसी लैंग्वेज कब यूज हुई है?
प्रधानमंत्री जी जिस शब्दों को बयानबाजी करते हैं वो अच्छी नहीं है. अखिलेश
जैसे कि मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ, आपकी बात पे ही पूछ रही हूँ, जैसे कि कौन से शब्द?
लेकिन
क्योंकि जब भी जहर की खेती या खून की दलाली या मौत का सौदागर और इस तरीके के वर्ड्स यूज हुए हैं वो प्रधानमंत्री ने तो यूज नहीं किए. आप कह रही है कि जिस तरीके के शब्द वो यूज करते हैं, तो आप बताइए ना कौन से शब्द
कर रहे हैं. वो विकास की बातें कर रहे हैं, वो विकास की बातें नहीं कर रहे हैं. आज कह रहे थे कब्रिस्तान में बिजली आनी चाहिए, शमशान में बिजली आनी चाहिए. आज मुस्लिम से इनसे पूछिए कि भाजपा ने एक मुसलमान को टिकट दिया है? इन्होंने कितना
रिस्पॉन्ड टू दैट. संबित पात्रा
यूपी में थे, इन्होंने क्या किया है? पूरे देश में इन्होंने क्या किया है? जुमलों की सिर्फ राजनीति की है. क्या किया है? आज जो वादे करे
पर रितु सिंह जी उनकी भाषा इस तरह की भाषा तो नहीं है.
ले आओ तो हम ये करेंगे. इतने लोग नोटबंदी पे मर गए, मोदी जी ने एक बार भी सोचा मेरे परिवार में, मेरे घर में?
लेकिन आपने भाषा पे जो सवाल उठाया है रितु सिंह, भाषा का तो आप कोई एग्जाम्पल दे नहीं पाई है. इस तरीके की भाषा तो यूज नहीं करी गई है. और दूसरी बात जो आपने पूछी है, हम डॉक्टर संबित पात्रा को बोलेंगे रिस्पॉन्ड करने के लिए. लेकिन मैं आपसे पूछ, रितु सिंह जरा सवाल सुन लीजिए. रितु सिंह जी जरा सवाल सुन लीजिए. आपने कहा है कि भाजपा ने एक भी मुसलमान कैंडिडेट क्यों नहीं उतारा है इलेक्शन में. मैं आपसे ये पूछती हूँ कि जो इलेक्शन कैंडिडेट्स है हमारे कंट्री में, वो क्या रिलीजन के बेसिस पे डिसाइड होने चाहिए? रितु सिंह आप सवाल तो सुन लीजिए. अगर आप सवाल ही नहीं सुनेंगी तो आप जवाब कैसे देंगी? रितु सिंह मैं आपसे ही बात कर रही हूँ. रितु सिंह, आई थिंक रितु सिंह का शायद ऑडियो कनेक्शन कट हो गया. रितु सिंह, आई वांट टू आस्क यू, आप जो कह रही हैं कि एक भी भाजपा ने मुसलमान कैंडिडेट नहीं उतारा है इलेक्शन में, मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ कि जैसे मायावती जी ने बोला कि शी हैड गिवन टिकट्स टू 87 दलित्स, 97 मुस्लिम्स, 106 ओबीसीज एंड 113 अपर कास्ट कैंडिडेट्स. हमारे देश में हमको क्या कैंडिडेट इस बेसिस पे डिसाइड करना है कि हमने इतने आंकड़े इस कम्युनिटी को दिए, इतने आंकड़े इस कम्युनिटी के दिए? Should the candidates be decided on merit or should we be giving these numbers कि इतने दलित, इतने ओबीसी, इतने अपर कास्ट? क्या हम इस कास्ट वाली पॉलिटिक्स से आगे कभी नहीं जाएंगे रितु सिंह?
क्या वो देश,
आप सवाल का जवाब तो दीजिए।
हमारे देश में हमारे साथ में खड़े नहीं थे?
रितु सिंह जी
से पूछना चाहती हूँ।
अच्छा, आपके जो सवाल है वो भाजपा के साथ हम उठाएंगे। रितु सिंह जी, आपसे एक छोटा सा सवाल पूछा था, आपसे सवाल पूछा था कि मायावती से जब भी बात की जाए तो वो हमेशा आंकड़े देती हैं कि उन्होंने कितने लोगों को किस कास्ट में टिकट्स दी हैं। उन्होंने 87 दलित्स, 97 मुस्लिम्स, 106 ओबीसीज, 113 अपर कास्ट। हिंदुस्तान का, उत्तर प्रदेश का इंसान जो है वो सारी ताउम्र वो इन्हीं जातियों में फंसा रहे
कि सिर्फ नहीं जातियों में क्यों।
और जब नोटों की माला उन्हें पहनाई गई जन्मदिन पर तो उन्होंने क्या कहा? दलित की बेटी,
बताइए। नहीं, इनको
दलित की बेटी उन्होंने कहा। वो हर चीज में कास्ट को क्यों लाती हैं?
दोनों के पेट में ये दर्द है कि क्या कहते हैं, ये दलित समाज से अरे आप लोगों ने देश को उठा लिया होता तो शायद मान्यवर काशीराम और भैंजी जी को ये पार्टी बनाने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती।
रितु सिंह जी, अगर आपने दलितों का भला कर दिया होता तो शायद आप भी 2012 में पावर में होती। अखिलेश यादव के पास पावर नहीं जाता। अगर आप दलितों की सेवा इतनी अच्छी तरह करती जैसी आपने 2007 से 2012 की, तो 2012 में आप हारी क्यों? लेट मी गेट इन रतन शारदा। रतन शारदा जी, मिस्टर रतन शारदा, डू यू थिंक आफ्टर द second and third round of pollings, there is information, there is news, there is a feeling that's coming out that the BJP may be in an advantageous position. The Prime Minister is drawing a lot of crowds. Many places where he is going, the fields are turning out to be smaller than what were expected in terms of the turnout of the people. Is that something that's making the opposition parties nervous? Are we seeing once again the same degradation of the levels of politics? मौत का सौदागर, जहर की खेती, खून की दलाली, साइकोपैथ तक बुलाया है अरविंद केजरीवाल ने प्राइम मिनिस्टर को, and every time it's boomeranged on these opposition parties. Don't they seem to learn, Mr. Ratan Sharda?
Navika, first of all, I have come in after 36 minutes. Let me give me peaceful 2 minutes. I think I had some doubt about BJP, being successful in UP, but today with the attacks that they have done on Modi, I am very sure BJP is the winner. Otherwise, they won't be so unnerved by what is happening in UP. Point 2, Rajiv Rai very grandly said he is also our Prime Minister, Modi is my Prime Minister, we don't go to families. Let me tell you, in another channel just half an hour back, his own spokesperson very openly said, talked about Modi, his marital status, his wife and what not. He spoke all kind of dirtiest possible rubbish. And these people object to somebody talking of SP family. Samajwadi Party has got 5 MP and MLAs. They have got half the people fighting the election. So it's a family party. Naturally, when party will talk, it will be a family party. Now let me also realize, they will realize that since 2002, they have been demonizing Modi, they have been abusing, insulting, every kind of possibility. In spite of his cleared by courts, by police, still these people have continuously called him all the names that he already given. I don't want to repeat those names. So naturally, they are highly unnerved. It is boomerang on them definitely. And one more thing, these people are talking of, why bring in religion, why bring in casteism. Let me give just a few examples. They also give a lot of examples. Mayawati Behan, because this lady was just talking of Mayawati Behan, she talked of Muslim SP को वोट ना करें क्योंकि वोट बेकार जाएगा, मुझे वोट करें. Okay, she said if Dalit Muslim इकट्ठे आ जाते हैं तो वो हिंदुओं से जूते साफ करेंगे. This was the newspaper cutting. I am not making it up. Now talk of Mulayam Singh Yadav. Akhilesh says भारत में राम मंदिर हम नहीं बनने देंगे. मुलायम सिंह सेज याद करो मैंने राम भक्तों पे गोली चलाई थी. ही सेज मैं मुसलमानों के लिए जीऊंगा, मैं मुसलमानों के लिए मरूंगा. ही सेड दैट आई एम द वन जिसको मैंने ये सारा मैंने listen now please I just 1 minute let me compose myself. I have been sitting here for 40 minutes listening to all the debate people are giving. And they have a SP Neta on TV continuously, which is available on social network, who says that किसी की हिम्मत नहीं कि मुसलमान को पुलिस स्टेशन बुला सके. ये मेरा चैलेंज है, हमने कह के रखा हुआ है. These are the people talk of secularism. They are the biggest communalists. Now let me one more small item.
Yeah, one second. I want to ask you. Therefore,
just one small personal grudge.
To the election commission.
One small grudge, Tina. Just one small grudge. No, please.
Okay.
I have been identified as an RSS thinker. Sabha Naqvi belongs to AAP. She is sponsored by AAP. She is not called AAP supporter. Ali Mufti Khan, supporter of SP. He is called senior journalist.
I have also written comments, Mr. Ratan Chadha. Sabha Naqvi is a senior journalist.
You are identifying them wrongly. I am also author.
BJP,
I am saying label them properly. I am just saying label them properly.
Let's not put those tags.
Spread in the name of senior journalists.
No, Ratan Chadha, you just answered the question which I'm asking you, and I'll go to Sabha Naqvi with the same question. If a complaint needs to be made to the Election Commission, should the complaint be made over a speech where there is Shamshan and Kabristan used, or should the complaint be made over this speech where the Prime Minister and Amit Shah are called terrorists? Ye dono atankwadi hain. Is this worse? What is worse? What about the SP candidate that we were just telling you about Mr. Sherwani, who has openly gone out and said that in my tenure, Muslims don't get called to police stations, and even if they are called, they are let off.
I'm saying.
What is more objectionable?
I give you all the statements. I will give more statements. This Azam Khan statement is not even worth repeating. These are the people who have abused everybody, who have insulted everybody.
Yes, Sabha, we'll give you an opportunity to respond to Ratan Chadha.
Because they belong to so-called secular camp. Let us be fair. Let us be really secular. What Modi said was purely secular. What people are imputing, they are afraid of this, that what is the true secularism, it will be exposed. For them, secularism is pandering to some community, pandering to some caste, and for us it is equal rights for everybody. So what's wrong in that?
Okay, before I go back to Rajiv Rai and Shambit Patra, Sabha Naqvi wants to come in. Sabha Naqvi, go on.
Yeah. First of all, I find it highly amusing that one RSS person will say AAP, another BJP person will say Congress. It could be Samajwadi Party, guys. Go on to Twitter and keep up your
I don't hide myself, Sabha. That is the difference. You are on the board of the schools. You are on the institution supported by AAP. You have been inducted to AAP. Please accept it.
What board am I on? What board am I on? Anyway, forget it.
No, let's not derail this debate. Yeah, let's
this
not
is about Samajwadi Party. This is about the elections in Uttar Pradesh. This is not about Ratan Chadha versus Sabha Naqvi. So let's get back to the main issue. Yes, Sabha.
Can I come in over here, please?
How do you? So the point here is very simply this. That how do you just, nobody's allowing me to finish.
Akhilesh Yadav statement about
about
1 second. No, 1 second. Ratan Chadha, this is not fair. You have to let her respond.
No,
you have to let her speak. Ratan Chadha will come back to you. You've made your point. Sabha Naqvi, please. Sabha Naqvi. No. Sabha, you speak now. Ratan Chadha, this is not fair. Do not derail the debate like this. It is absolutely unfair. Sabha Naqvi, the question to you. That question to you. What is more objectionable among these statements?
One question. What is Mr. Sharda's local stand-by? Is he a politician? Is he from UP? Has he gone to UP? I don't know that. Anyway, the point is the BJP and every...
But Sabha, you answer the question. Should this terrorist comment go to the Election Commission as a complaint or not? You're not answering that.
Certainly, go ahead. Go ahead. And by the way,
yeah,
you would know how many...
Certainly it should go. That is what we wanted to hear. But you are beating around the bush. You are not coming with the answer.
The question is also...
Go ahead.
The Congress... Let me get in Rajiv Rai as well.
Mr. Rajiv. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
Okay, 1 minute, Shambit Patra, Dr. Shambit Patra, before I come to you, let me go into Mr. Rajiv Rai. Mr. Rajiv Rai, once again I ask you the question. When you're talking about Kabristan, when you're talking about Shamshan Ghat, I want to remind you only about two statements, three in fact statements made by your own party members. One made by Hasrat Sherwani, where he says, as Tina pointed out, during my tenure, none of the men from the minority community were called to police stations. If caught, they were let off by cops. Is this a communal statement or not? And is this the level of law and order maintenance in Samajwadi Party's Uttar Pradesh or not? Question number 2, Azam Khan, when he says if Badshah Modi had provided jobs to Muslims, that they would not have produced so many children. Because they have no work, they produce children. Is this a secular statement coming in from a secular neta of the Samajwadi Party? And question number 3, statement made by Rajendra Chaudhary, one of the very senior ministers in Akhilesh's cabinet. He has called the Prime Minister and the BJP President a terrorist. Should all of this also somewhere or the other upset the Samajwadi Party or not? Should you knock on the doors of the Election Commission for these comments also or not? Are these communal comments or are these secular comments?
Navika, with the due respect, my humble request to you is, now please for God's sake, allow me to complete my reply to all these questions you pushed before me.
Okay.
I am glad. I understand the BJP leaders are suffering with the selective amnesia. I am glad you have taken few names from our party, and let me categorically say whatever the particular candidate has said or XYZ, I am representing what my leader says. If you are talking about the different leaders from my political party, how could you, Navika? I understand BJP. How could you forget what Sakshi Maharaj, another Sadhvi Maharaj, Balyan, Sangeet, so you take everybody. Everybody's statement is not. We cannot appreciate all those kind of statements.
You know what, Mr. Rai? We have raised that point every single time. Every single time those kind of comments have been made, we have raised them here on Times Now. We have debated them and we have condemned them. So if you say that we have selective amnesia, it is absolutely incorrect. It is incorrect.
Mr. Rajiv Rai, my simple and humble submission to you is,
again, if you don't,
why don't you respond on the statements made by Samajwadi Party leaders? When it comes to the BJP leaders and their comments, I will go and ask that question to Dr. Sambit Patra, who is the BJP representative. Why don't you respond and stick to the response on the comments made by the Samajwadi Party leaders? As far as I have Yogi Adityanath's comments right here, I have Yogi Adityanath's comments right here, which I am planning to ask Dr. Sambit Patra. Allow me to moderate this. Allow me to ask these questions. Why don't you answer the questions about the Samajwadi Party by calling and pointing fingers at others?
I object to this kind of this. No, I object to this.
Mr. Rajiv Rai. Yes, please complete, but respond to the Samajwadi Party charges.
Please, I am requesting you. Please. I am requesting you.
Navika, can I please come in? I have been patiently waiting for my turn. Allow me my turn.
1 minute, Dr. Sambit Patra, let Rajiv Rai respond on the Samajwadi Party charges and I'll come to you.
Navika, I only request you, I am nobody to advise you or guide you, I only request you, I mean the fourth pillar of the democracy should not become the selective one. You have objected to all kind of statement. My first objection is that you might have got a confusion about what Akhilesh Yadav told from the stage. But we are not confused about Rajendra Chaudhary. Why don't you respond to that? What about Rajendra Chaudhary's statement?
आपको लगता है हम confused हैं? I will ask my director to play out.
I object to this. You don't want to allow. No, I'm sorry.
I will ask.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Rajiv Rai, calm down. Rajiv Rai, Mr. Rajiv Rai. Mr. Rajiv Rai, calm down.
Please.
You have pointed a finger at me. You have pointed a finger at me. You have said that I have not interpreted Akhilesh Yadav's statement correctly. Let me play out the statement for you and I will come right back to you. Let me play out the statement. My director is lining up the comment made by Akhilesh Yadav. We will play it out for you, Mr. Rajiv Rai. Before you actually point a finger at us trying to misinterpret it, let us play out that comment for you.
And as we do that, you know what? Okay, it's here. Yeah, it's here. Let's play it out.
हमारे साथियों ने कभी-कभी टीवी देखा होगा क्या एक गधे का विज्ञापन आता है। बताओ गरीब लोगों, किसान भाइयों, एक गधे का ज्ञापन आता है, विज्ञापन। हम तो इस सदी के बड़े महानायक से कहेंगे कि अब आप गुजरात के गधों का प्रचार मत करिए। और वो चुनाव बगल में है, इलाहाबाद में बाद में बगल में है। और हम तो पत्रकार साथियों से कहेंगे आपके टीवी पे भी चला होगा। हम इस सदी के सबसे बड़े महानायक से निवेदन करेंगे कि अब आप गुजरात के गधों का प्रचार मत करिए। और जिन्होंने ऐड देखा होगा वो जानते होंगे बताओ कहीं गधों का भी प्रचार होता है क्या? अगर गधों का प्रचार होने लगा तो कैसे काम चलेगा? तो बताओ, गुजरात के लोग तो गुजरात के गधों का भी प्रचार करवा रहे हैं।
राजीव राय जी, आपने सुना, हमने सुना। एक स्टेटमेंट ये था और एक राजेंद्र चौधरी का था, जिसमें तो कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है। उन्होंने तो नाम लेकर टेररिस्ट कहा है प्रधानमंत्री को और अमित शाह जी को। दोनों में कहीं कोई कंफ्यूजन किसी देखने वाले के मन में नहीं है। समाजवादी पार्टी का इस पर क्या एक्सप्लेनेशन है? आप बीजेपी को छोड़ दीजिए, आप लेवल ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स नीचे क्यों ले जा रहे हैं? बीजेपी का जो सवाल है हम बीजेपी से करेंगे।
नहीं नाविका, प्लीज इस बार अलाउ कर दीजिए कि मैं सब कंप्लीट कर लूं, क्योंकि आप जो ही मैं बोलना शुरू करता हूं, आप बीजेपी स्पोक्स पर्सन बोले ना बोले, आप लोग बीच में इंटरप्ट करना शुरू कर देते। पहली बात, आप इस लाइन को ऐसे भी ले सकते थे कि उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री ने प्रधानमंत्री को इस सदी का महानायक बोला, वो तो डायरेक्ट एट्रीब्यूशन था उनको। You did not. You did not.
महानायक
The
अमिताभ
one who
बच्चन को
did
बोला।
not mean to, and I have clarified.
महानायक तो अमिताभ बच्चन को बोला था। अमिताभ बच्चन उस एड में है।
हम लोग को बेवकूफ सोच रखे हैं क्या?
नहीं, वो तो आप जब
नहीं राहुल गांधी सोचा हुआ है क्या कि कुछ भी बोलेंगे हम मान जाएंगे?
ओके शंबित, लेट हिम।
नहीं ये उल्टा बोल रहे हैं।
मिस्टर राय, देखिए आप ये बोलिए कि
राहुल गांधी सोच रखा है क्या आपने?
उसमें क्या कंफ्यूजन?
जो भी बोलेंगे हम मान जाएंगे।
बताइए शंबित, कमिंग टू यू फॉर द क्लोजिंग कमेंट्स। बट राजीव राय, जो राजेंद्र चौधरी का आतंकवादी वाला स्टेटमेंट है, उसमें कहाँ कंफ्यूजन है?
मोदी नहीं छोड़ते, मोदी जी नहीं छोड़ते इस तरह। ये भी ऐसी, ये बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता सब लोग ऐसी बातें करते हैं, चैनल पे बैठ के बौखलाहट शुरू हो जाती है। ये
अब मैं
राजीव राय,
आप मूर्ति बनाइए।
Yes, go ahead please. Shambit, 1 second please, let him conclude his point. Yes, Mr. Rajiv Rai.
भगवान के नाम पे राजनीति कर रहे हैं, वो मूर्ति कैसे बनेगी? वो मूर्ति नहीं है।
Sambit, I keep repeating on every channel. Among all, I am nobody to give you certificate. I am nobody to give you certificate, Sambit. But I keep repeating on all the channels. I respect you as one of the.
No, don't have to repeat anything. पहले आप बताइए कि अखिलेश यादव जी ने जो कहा और आपके स्पोक्स पर्सन ने जो कहा, उस पर माफी मांगते हैं या नहीं? ये बाद में प्रवचन बाद में दीजिएगा, कल सुबह प्रवचन दीजिएगा, हम सुनेंगे। अभी आप माफी मांग लीजिए।
संबित पात्रा, अब आपकी भाषा में आपको मैं जवाब दे रहा हूं। प्रधानमंत्री सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश के बाद प्रधानमंत्री कम्युनल लाइन पर भाषण देते हैं, चुनाव आयोग का, इलेक्शन कमीशन का, आप माफी मांगेंगे या नहीं मांगेंगे? माफी मांगेंगे या नहीं मांगे? आप मांगेंगे या नहीं मांगे?
उल्टा चोर
नहीं, आप लोगों की भाषा है, आपको मैं
भी कहेंगे,
बात कर रहा हूँ।
बताइए।
अरे चोर तो मैंने अरे चोर, और आप चोर, फिर वही बात कर रहे हैं। अगर आपको जो यूज किया, मैं बोलूंगा आप मुझे चोर बोल रहे हैं।
हिंदी में एक मुहावरा है, उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को डांटे, उसका मतलब आप आतंकवादी कहेंगे, उल्टा मेरे पे चिल्लाएंगे। ये अजीब बात है। अब मैं उत्तर देता हूं।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है कि कम्युनल लाइन पर भाषण नहीं देना है। आप इस बात के लिए
राजीव राय, आपको बहुत समय दिया। राजीव राय जी, आपको बहुत समय दिया। मिस्टर राजीव राय, आई गेव यू अ लॉट of opportunity to respond to the statements of the Samajwadi Party leaders, Azam Khan, Rajendra Chaudhary, Akhilesh Yadav and Hasrat Sherwani. I pointed out all the 4 comments to you. I asked you to respond to them. You haven't really responded. So I'll give the floor to Dr. Shambit Patra. Closing comments. I'm completely out of time. 10 seconds, Shambit Patra. What's your response to the Samajwadi Party?
See, I have a very emotional take on this. Since donkey number of years, the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, has been under attack from every quarter, from all the political section, but he has kept quiet. He is doing his work. The worst part over here is raincoat can become an appalling comment to an extent that most of the people, some senior journalists also came out on streets. But calling the Prime Minister donkey, calling the Prime Minister terrorist, that is okay. Just reverse the role. If we would have said something today, many senior journalists would have turned into award Wapsi gang.
That's the big question. But how does it really impact Prime Minister Narendra Modi? Every time these words have been used against him. Maut ka saudagar in 2007 in the run-up to the Gujarat elections. What happened in those elections? Everybody knows the results. What happened after the Zahir ki kheti 2014? Everybody knows the results. Will Prime Minister Narendra Modi once again use these barbs to turn the tide against his opponents once again? Will history repeat itself? Well, that's something that we'll know on 11th of March on Result Day Live here on Times Now. Who won and who lost? But is this the level our political discourse really needs to go down to? That's something for all of us to introspect. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight. To all our panelists, thank you very much.